Hello everybody and welcome to Just Plays Aurora 4X. We are in the business of exploring our jump gates, our jump points, and constructing the jump gates. Jump point number 3 is currently being converted into a jump gate. Glorious times. These are amazing times to be alive. And what else are we doing at the moment? Our research is still going strong. The main focus lays on the fuel consumption research, which will be done in a little over a year. And some gas cannon research as well. We want a better firing rate of the gas cannons. And our shipyards are still expanding. Wow. Oh, I guess I haven't looked at the screen for a while because this shipyard now has capacity of 87,000 tons. It's a commercial shipyard, but still, that's enough. Thank you. So the GEV Essex science shipyard has capacity of 28,000 ton. That is also enough for now, I think. And the other ones, I just expand a little bit more. It's not that much what you're expanding right now, so that's fine. And we're spending some neutronium, duranium, and some thorium, of course, for the refineries. But that's all fine. I believe Mars had some neutronium as well. Yeah, it's some good stacks of neutronium. All right, are we producing anything on Earth at the moment? We are producing some mines, which are at the moment paused because of the coronium shortage that we had. But at the moment there is no coronium shortage anymore. We have 16,000 in stock. So let's unpause the mine production so we can start shipping mines to Mars once again, who has a lot of available workers and is now our second most populous planet because, no, it's a source of colonists and this is stable. I'm not sure why. And how is Titan doing? They're still having a worker shortage, which makes the terraforming go a little bit slower. But the fact that I actually select oxygen now as a gas for terraforming instead of doing nothing will make a big difference for them as well. So yeah, let's continue this. Let's go with 5-day increments and let's go with auto turns. And the gravitational survey sensor has suffered another maintenance problem, but because we put a big maintenance bay on there, it is fine, it can be repaired, and it can actually suffer about 7 extra maintenance failures before I have to resupply. I could have built more engineering base on the ship itself, because that would actually reduce the chance of having maintenance failures, but I think this is fine as well. Just having a big bunch of supplies there instead of the maintenance base, because if the chance is lower but he still suffers a failure, he has to go back to Earth and resupply. And now he can go have a couple of those failures before he has to resupply. I mean, it's a bit of a trade-off, but this will be fine for now. We have better missile agility, and I think we want some more missile tech at the moment. I believe we already have a magazine feed system and ejection system as well. So that's at least the basic level, so we can get that ready if we ever want to produce something like that. So you can go with some better warheads, which gives me more strength per missile size point we spend on the warhead. Because missiles are built with their own... Why did you stop this turn? Oh, because we finished the tracking bonus against missiles. So missiles work with their own design, and you can spend points on different things. You have to build your own engine, which is a certain amount of size, and then you can spend points on fuel, sensor strength, warhead strength, and agility. So, King Philby, what are you going to research for us now? I see we already have some research in the planetary sensor strength, so let's continue with that. So, the more strength we get per missile size point, the less points we actually have to spend on the missile size points, and we can go with better engines, more agility, and stuff like that. Or just smaller missiles, which are harder to well, if you are up to missile point 6, then they're evenly difficult to detect, because all missiles count at least as 6 missile points for detection rate. But smaller missiles also means faster missiles with the same engine output. And faster missiles are more difficult to be intercepted and be destroyed before they actually hit the target. So there are a lot of upsides of getting more bang for your buck, pretty much, which, as you can expect, would be quite normal. The jump gate constructor North Carolina has completed its orders. Jump point 3 now has a jump gate. This is glorious. So what we can technically do is jump him through, build a jump gate on the other side, and now we have connection forever with that system until, I don't know, there is no way I believe that the jump gate can be destroyed. So literally forever there will be a connection. We're not gonna do that though. We first want to establish jump gates on all our own jump points. So let's go and give him another task. Jump gate constructor North Carolina, go to jump point 1 and build me a jump gate. Alright. And the Coons is still doing its survey, and it did like the first inner ring already, and it's now on the second ring, and the third ring is, as far as I know, the last of the rings of survey locations. So we already know for this system there should be 6 jump points. He only discovered 4 at the moment, so he still will be able to find more jump points. And even if we find all 6, like right now, I will still let him continue with the second ring as well, just for completion's sake. Doesn't really hurt us that much, except it costs a little bit of time, because we could have sent him through jump point 3 to the new system and see what is over there. But this is fine, we have the time. I don't think we are in a rush at all. We don't have military ready yet. So if we find something on the other side, then I'm not so sure how much we can deal with it. And I think that our current research is pretty good in starting to deal with these things. So jump point 4 changed from here to here, because this one is now explored and this one is number 5. I'm not sure why, but things happen. So I'm still leaning quite heavily against building Gauss cannon fighters for our military ship. So the plan is right now, with the large naval yards that we have, building one large carrier. That carrier is going to carry, well, depending how big we make the fighters, between 20 or 50 fighters. And I think we should lean towards the 50 fighters. And we're gonna make insanely fast fighters that only weigh about 200 tons and carry about, well, probably 1 Gauss cannon with a smaller chance to hit modifier. But because they are so insanely fast, they are really difficult to kill. And also they will have very small fuel storage and everything like that. But that's kind of what I'm leaning to. If we're gonna make bigger fighters, then their chance to hit will be larger. But I believe right now that the tactic of larger numbers will be stronger. So our carrier will be super important, and we need to protect it. So there will be multiple layers of armor on that carrier. There will be at least some anti-missile strength on the carrier, probably in the form of some Gauss cannons perhaps, or some CIWS. And that way we will be able to at least intercept a couple of missiles coming our way. And I probably will put some shields on there as well. And that means we will have to develop the shields and everything like that. So we still have a long way ahead of us before we actually start building the carrier. And the carrier itself will be so massive that it will take a long time to build itself as well. I'm not sure if we are researching more uh, build points for a shipyard at the moment, but perhaps we should in the near future if we have the opportunity. It's not worth switching research over now, in my opinion. And you can see our civilian economy is expanding rapidly. Maybe that's because we did the research in that, but I don't think so. I think this is just natural increasing. And I believe we are buying most of the minerals of those systems as well. We should do a check soon to see if we are buying those minerals. Ah, and now he has found all 6 jump points. So all 6 jump points are now discovered, but I'm gonna let him go around and finish the whole survey. What I also want to check on Earth is, yeah, the maintenance facility maximum ship size. So we have a ship that now weighs 8,000 tons that actually need maintenance. And therefore our current maintenance facility maximum ship size is not adequate enough. So let's do something about that. You're gonna be at 20% for the moment, and we're gonna put 80% in more maintenance facilities. And if I'm correct, they are 200 per maintenance facility. And we already have some in the queue, so let's put it at 80% of the power. So if this one is done, we are at 4,000 capacity. Adding another 10 will put us 2,000 up. So we want to be at least 8, but maybe we want to go for something like 20,000 and then we will be golden for a long time. So if we want to put 20,000 there, we already have 4,000 at 16, that means 80 extra. And of course I have no idea if my math is correct, because always when I do these kinds of things when I'm recording or something like that, my math suddenly takes a dive and I'm terrible at it. Weird how that goes. But some extra maintenance facilities will definitely be a good thing for us. And with this we will be golden for a long time. Now I also discussed like sending some escort ships for our carrier, which will probably be a lot smaller. Only like maybe tops 8,000 tons or something like that. And maybe we should build them as missile ships actually. I'm not sure if we should, but I'm just like thinking out loud what we can do. And our long-range sensor has been damaged, but now we have repaired it because we have a lot of supplies. And I think that maybe one of those ships should have a jump drive, but if we have such a big carrier, having a jump drive should be really inefficient, because it has to be huge as well. So probably like 2 missile boats, a carrier with 50 Gauss cannon fighters is the way that I'm going to go. But I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait until we finally start building it, which will be soon though, I think. The research will be done quite soon as well, and then we can look at what technologies we still need. And when we have all the technologies that we feel comfortable with at least starting to build the the ships, then we will, and we will see where it will lead us. But we have time. I really love seeing this large mineral packets traveling to New Earth. We could use them on Earth all the time. Because it's actually really large, 14,000 tons. But it looks like it's having a problem of reaching New Earth. Or maybe they keep sending packages. I don't know how it works. From where is it coming? Let's see the asteroid belt. I have no idea. That's really weird that it's all the way up there, because there is nothing over there. Because these are the furthest asteroids. The outer asteroid ring, and this is the inner asteroid ring right over here. Weird. Maybe it was just a misplaced graphic or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. So let's check on our shipyards. How are they doing? They are large enough for me that I'm gonna stop expanding them for the moment. Next, how is our industry doing? We're almost done with the maintenance facilities, just about 2 months left, I think. And then we can put our mines on full. We still have 220 mines on Earth, and I'm fine with that at the moment. How is Titan doing? How is your terraforming? So we're reaching the 10% oxygen in the atmosphere relatively soon, and I think that the planetary suitability is actually dropping a bit, because this sounds like such a weird number that I don't think it was that at the beginning, and that's good. It does look like Titan is a bit overpopulated at the moment, but we are still shipping more infrastructure to Titan, because we still have 7,519 on Earth, so our freighters should still be busy with that job. Let's turn off the asteroids to avoid some of the clutter. And we finally researched the fuel consumption 0.4 liters per engine hour tech. And that's actually really good, because if we're going to design some really big and powerful engines and for the ships, then we would like to have this more efficient engine. So I think I'm gonna put you with one lab on the Tomahawk fusion reactor technology. I don't think we should wait before we finish the new engine, because that's gonna take a whole long time, and it's just too long for us to wait for that. We have a sensor guy, and it looks like he's new, and I like him. He's pretty good in sensor research, so you're gonna go on EM sensor sensitivity research, because that's also a really strong research point. And the rest we're gonna put first in the Gauss cannon research, so we can finish that more quickly, and it will be done really soon, within the month. After that, capacitor recharge rate, that sounds like something we want as well. The better armor is still a very long time away, unfortunately. Shield regen rate, it's almost done, so we don't really need to put extra research labs over there. Construction rate, research rate. Don't go for Mason cannons probably, so that's also fine. Are we... yeah, there's shipbuilding rate. So do we need only 420? Or is it at 420 out of 5,000? Let's just put... I don't want to put this construction and production guy on that. He's really bad. Well, you're gonna do it anyway. You're doing it so slow. Literally putting this logistic guy on it will make it faster, because he just will at least get 10% bonus instead of like 0. Doesn't make that much of a difference though. Okay, are we doing any... yeah, we're doing the underground excavation. You're gonna go on hold for the moment, and you're gonna go for better shipbuilding rate. Great. Because those 0% scientists are the worst. I mean, 5% will at least bring it to 20, which is something. And we have built another jump gate. So let's go to the North Carolina. You're doing very well on fuel. And you're gonna go to jump point 2 and you're gonna build a jump gate. And then 4, 5, and 6. The Coons class is also almost done. Needs to do a couple of more. But I think we'll be ready with him quite soon. He will go back to Earth. I will try to reset his maintenance clock, resupply him with some maintenance supplies, and then probably send him to the first jump gate and see what's on the other side. The research into our gas cannons are done. They are now at 4-4. Level 5 is it's so far away that I'm not gonna bother with it. And therefore I'm gonna give you only one research lab from now on. And you're gonna go with some better missile agility. And we have some more research labs to distribute. So if I can drop this down to like the 24th, then it will be done in 5 days. So I don't have to put any more research labs in this because that will be just a waste. Shield regen rate. Yeah, let's add that up so we can be done with that on the 24th as well. And we have one more lab available. And what's gonna be our next most important research at the moment? I think put it on armor and see how far we can get with that. And if we will add all these labs when they are done in 5 days, maybe we'll be able to get it done really quickly. Because he does have a 60% bonus, times 4 is 240% bonus. That's insane. Go with 1 5-day increment. Both research should be done. They are. And then put every available lab we have in the armor research. And it will be done on the 2nd of March in 58. I'm gonna wait till this research is done. Then we're gonna design all the tech that we need for our carrier and fighters, which means newest level gas cannons and newest level of energy efficient engines, both for the carrier and for the fighters. Probably some shield technology, and yeah, things like that. Actually, let's cancel this research at the moment, because we can push out a little bit more if we put this guy on it. Just a little bit faster. And you're gonna remove one research lab. And do we want to go for delta shields even? Let's start research at it. We will not go for the delta shields, but we're gonna at least research a bit into it. But it's gonna be it for this episode. Next episode we probably will be designing our carrier and our fighters and our support vessels. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.